like a hidden tax. It hurts everybody, even the little guy, because it doesn't matter if you raise minimum wages to $15 or $20 or $25 an hour if that is all gobbled up at the gas pump and the hamburger stand, okay? And so when they don't understand the impact of some of this frivolous spending, where they're spending money they don't have, and so they print money and they raise taxes, this affects people who have fixed incomes, and that's usually retirees. And then on top of that, that causes market volatility, and that's why we're seeing that. So the three big dangers that cause most retirees to outlive their money are taxes, inflation, and market volatility. So in a 6-hour Retire by Design educational event, we show you how to eliminate those dangers, okay? How to be immune from taxes going up. And people say, well, how do you do that? Well, you convert some or even all of your retirement income to tax-free vehicles. So that if you are experiencing tax-free income, it doesn't matter what taxes go to because your money's tax-free. And I'm not talking about Roths, but it's a good example. If you have $1 million in a Roth and you're earning, let's say 10% to be simple. Most people are not earning 10% in their Roths because they're making a mistake by having their money in the volatile market. I'll get to that. But let's say you could pull out $100,000 a year. It doesn't matter what taxes go to because that's tax-free. You paid tax on the front end in order to enjoy money on the back end. And those are the smarter people because 91% of Americans have been duped into putting money into tax-deferred IRAs and 401ks, being told, oh, you'll likely be in a lower tax bracket when you retire. And I mentioned if you're a saver, most savers who have very much money are not in lower tax brackets. And government goes after people for tax revenue that have the money. And people who have saved their entire lifetimes are the ones who have the money. And so deferring tax is not good. You need to get the taxes over and done with sooner than later. And you then convert to tax-free vehicles so you'll be immune from taxes going up. The next big danger is inflation. And so we teach in these Retire by Design events how to have inflation work for you instead of against you. I don't like inflation any more than you do, but it doesn't hurt me. It actually helps me. Let's use last year as an example. Last year, the true rate of inflation, okay, the consumer price index, they said, oh, that was 5%, and then 8%, and no, that is not the true rate of inflation. Do you know they take out the comparisons of things like energy and medicine and prescriptions? That's not even in the equation. And so they're comparing apples to oranges. The true rate of inflation has been over 15%. And people using my favorite vehicle called the Laser Fund last year, many of them locked in gains of 25%, even 61.33%, even 158% because of the opportunities to be able to participate. When inflation goes up, you can come along for the ride. Most advisors do not understand how to do this. And then we teach about indexing so that when the market goes up, you get to benefit, but when the market goes down, you don't lose because your money's not at risk in the market. Now, I'm out of time in this segment, and so if you've got to go and you can't join me for the next two segments, I want you to register for this educational event. It's the last of the year. I don't want you to kick yourself for not attending. It's imperative you look at these things before year end. Get ready to jot down the cities we're coming to and the dates. We're coming to Morgan Hill, Palo Alto, Dublin, Alamo, and Sacramento. We'll be in Morgan Hill at the Coyote Creek Golf Club November 9th. That's Wednesday in the morning. That afternoon in Palo Alto at the Elks Lodge. The next day, we're in Dublin at the Ranch Golf Course, November 10th. That's Thursday morning, Dublin. That afternoon in Alamo at the Round Hill Country Club. The next day, Friday, that is November 11th, we're in Sacramento at the Granite Bay Golf Club. Call now and register. These are free, but seating's limited. The number's 1-888-76-RADIO. Register at 1-888-767-2346. That's 1-888-767-2346. 1-888-767-2346. 1-888-767-2346.
This is Three-Dimensional Wealth Radio.
Hi, Doug Andrew here. You know, as a financial strategist and retirement planning specialist for more than 45 years, I finally have dedicated the last 2 years to writing the ultimate book, The Laser Fund, How to Diversify and Create the Foundation for a Tax-Free Retirement. It's my favorite vehicle, and we have collected over 200 pages of charts, graphs, and illustrations to empower you. And if you're more right brain, you learn by stories. You flip the book over and you read it the other direction. It contains 62 stories of actual clients who've employed the Laser Fund to diversify and save hundreds of thousands of dollars of unnecessary tax. I want to gift you one when you attend my next event. Register by calling 1-888-76-RADIO. That's 1-888-767-2346. Call 888-767-2346. Attend my event to get your free book.
Balance of Nature, changing the world one life at a time.
I think taking supplements and things like that, I stay away from medicine and drugs and, you know, all the stuff that the doctors and pharmaceuticals and stuff like that. I just don't like it. And all the supplements that I've been taking throughout the years, and they were good. They're more on the high end, but nothing compares to the Balance of Nature. Just not even close.
Well, because I've been running up this hill for 50 years, when I take something different, I can tell the difference in how I feel running. Because it's the same path I've run for 50 years, a half a mile uphill. And I'm really pumping when I get to the top. And I can tell the difference if I've had the Balance of Nature's fruits and veggies or if I haven't.
Start your journey. Call 1-800-2468.